What is going on, everyone? This is Nero again. Today for you, some team deathmatch gameplay, some map outposts using the M16 with a red dot. Now this is a pretty good overall gameplay. I mean, it's by no means spectacular, but you're going to understand why it's not very spectacular. So I'm using the M16, and the reason I want to make this video is because the M16, along with a bunch of other weapons, actually got buffed here in Modern Warfare 3. On the August 1st update, well, it's not really an update, it's more of just a hot fix. They kind of changed around a bunch of characteristics on a bunch of different assault rifles and SMGs. For example, the M16 got a damage boost as well as a fire rate boost. The MP5 got increased fire rate, the PM9 got reduced recoil, the AK-47 got reduced recoil, I'm pretty sure the FAD got more damage. I think it got better fire rate. Is that right? I should probably look that up. I'm pretty positive that's what the FAD, or what they were doing with the FAD. And the UMP also got a damage buff. I don't know why, but the UMP also got a damage buff. So it's pretty cool. And the kind of gun that everyone's wondering about is the M16, right? Because the M16 is this gun that everyone just has these memories of. COD 4, the M16 was arguably the best gun in the game. Modern Warfare 2, the M16 was phenomenal, especially if you use the little holographic quote-unquote glitch. If you guys are unaware, in Modern Warfare 2, if you put a holographic sight on the M16, the accuracy spread of your bursts are actually much more accurate than if you were to use, say, a red dot sight or a silencer or any other attachment. Just Modern Warfare 2 is actually kind of infamous for that. You know, a bunch of different guns had random attachments that did random things, like the holographic on the FAL actually took away damage drop off, making it more powerful at longer ranges. And the red dot sight on the FAL was also off center. It didn't actually hit where you were shooting at, and same thing goes for the Raffica. With the red dot sight, that is. The M9 pistol with a silencer, when you shot it with a silencer, you still showed up on the minimap. Like a bunch of random little glitches with attachments in Modern Warfare 2. That's kind of what it was known for. But the point being, the Modern Warfare 2 holographic sight on the M16 was phenomenal. It was really good. And then the Black Ops M16 was still arguably pretty good. I feel weird talking about this because I've mentioned this every time a video of mine features an M16 anyway, but I kind of talked about the downfall of the M16, whereas COD 4 was the best, Modern Warfare 2 was second best, Black Ops was, third best. I mean, it was still decent, but it wasn't nearly as good as the first two. And then Modern Warfare 3's M16 is much worse than any of them. So it's kind of like getting progressively worse and worse as the series goes on, the Call of Duty series, that is. But a lot of people are wondering, what is the M16? How was the M16 changed by this hot patch? Or hot fix. They're wondering how it was changed. And I'm wondering, I was wondering to myself, like when I seen this, I'm like, fire rate boost and damage boost. Does that mean we're going to get more consistent one-shot kills? And, I mean, look at that, taking out two people downrange. And it's going to, be better fire rate. I mean, one of the things with the M16 in this game is it seems like the fire rate is just so much slower than, say, a COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2 M16. And so, well, let's get into the milk and cookies. Let's get into the meat and potatoes about this. What actually happened to the M16? So if you look at it, double barrel kill. Who says there aren't double barrels in this game? Oh, that was such a lame pun. Oh, I shouldn't even said that. Okay, so the M16 itself here in Modern Warfare 3 actually, the fire rate is a bit better. I mean, it was horrible. It's a bit better. It shoots slightly faster. If you put rapid fire on the gun, it's almost unmanageable sometimes. Like when you're with rapid fire, as well as this new hotfix actually gave it a little bit more of a fire rate. It's kind of ridiculous when you shoot the M16 with rapid fire now. It shoots so fast. It's really hard to stay on target. It's really hard to be accurate with your shots. So I don't recommend using rapid fire with the new M16. Do not use rapid fire. I could put up a video of me on terminal trying to use that, and it did not work in any way, shape, or form. It was horrendous. Actually, it was pretty. Yeah. Then the other thing about the update is that the M16 also got a slight damage boost at longer distances. One of the big gripes about the M16 here in Modern Warfare 3 is kind of how it's very inconsistent. Like right there, and any other Call of Duty game, that first burst would constitute a one-shot kill, or one burst kill rather. Not so much in this game. It's very inconsistent, and even after this hotfix, it's still pretty inconsistent. After this little update, it's still pretty, like right there. That would easily constitute a one burst kill in any other Call of Duty, and there I'm just sitting here looking at the ground going, what did I do wrong there? And it's just the sole fact, the M16 is not exactly the best gun in the game. That's just a matter of weapon balance, me personally, I think, the Type 95, while it has been nerfed and isn't nearly the monstrous tank that it used to be, it's still, above and beyond what the M16 is, even after this hotfix, if that makes sense. If you would think, back to Modern Warfare 2, for example, there were 2 3-round burst weapons in that game as well, similar to Modern Warfare 3. In Modern Warfare 2, you had the FAMAS, which was a 3-round burst, not to be confused with the fully automatic Black Ops variant, and they also had the M16. They were both good weapons. They both got consistent one burst kills. They were both very accurate, very powerful, just phenomenal guns. Model Warfare 3, we have the Type 95 and the M16, both three-round burst weapons, but they're not as amazing as, say, the Model Warfare 2 ones are. The M16 is clearly, with no shred of doubt in my mind, worse than the Type 95. What was kind of nice about Model Warfare 2 is that the FAMAS and the M16 were kind of balanced. I mean, they were pretty much the same, with the exception that the FAMAS actually had a faster fire rate, which is similar to Model Warfare 3, where the Type 95 has a faster fire rate. If they were to make the M16 as consistent and as powerful as the Type 95 with a slightly slower fire rate, it'd be Model Warfare 2 all over again. Weapon balance would be just fine, but they decided not to go with that. They decided to go with this. It works out in a sense. I mean, it's not too shabby. What you're actually watching right now, this gameplay you guys have been watching me, how often do you see me post a TDM on Outpost? This is literally, I shit you not, this is literally my first game with the new M16 here on Model Warfare 3. That's exactly it. That's why you're seeing me die a lot. It's I still carry the team. I still get a somewhat decent score, somewhat respectable anyway. Not one of those scores you guys are gonna go, oh god, Nero's horrible. Not one of those. It's semi-decent. I just hopped on. I was playing some NCAA. I click on Twitter and people are talking about the new update, and I go and check out what the update is, and I find out the M16 got buffed. I'm like, oh, I gotta go try this out. So I hop right on this, and this is what I got for you guys. So in conclusion, if I were to kind of summarize this, the M16 is a slightly better. The fire rate does help. I do not in any way, shape, or form or fashion recommend you use rapid fire, because it is very uncontrollable. It shoots pretty damn fast, and it's pretty hard to control. The whole point of the M16, what you do with the M16 is, Wings of Redemption put it best, it's kind of like a recon weapon. It's kind of like a scout weapon where you're sticking back, you're picking people off. It's possible to rush with it. It's very inconsistent if you're going to rush with it. If you want to hold anything higher than like 1.5 KD every game, I suggest you play this gun strengths. And that's what one of the things about Call of Duty that interests me, is playing to a gun strengths. And that's why I have used the M16 here a lot in Call of Duty. Not so much after I got reset. A long time ago I got reset. Before that, I had well over 2,000 kills with this gun. It was a favorite of mine. Even though it was so bad, it was still, it was just one of those guns I enjoyed using. But in conclusion, I would definitely, like, right there, that easily would have been a one burst kill in any other Call of Duty, not Model Warfare 3. I get outgunned by an MP7. It's the name of the game here, Model Warfare 3. But in conclusion, it's slightly better, but not a whole lot better. It's a little bit more usable, it's a little bit more manageable, and it's one of those guns that if you want to go out and use it, and if you can, it's one of those guns where you will have an amazing feeling if you get a good game with it, or you do well, or you go on a good streak, or anything like that. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this update, because this is live for both the PS3 and the Xbox 360, this hotfix. So if you guys want to go ahead and let me know, what are your experiences with new M16? Have you tried it out? Let me know. Remember, rate the video, share the video with your friends if you will. I hope you guys all have a wonderful